Hello and welcome to another Set 19 deck idea brought to you by Double Sleep. Today we're going to be going through the Saiyan trio Goku, Vegeta and Trunks. Before we get into the deck, be sure to subscribe to our channel and let us know in the comments below how you will build this deck if there's anything you think that we've missed. Let's get into the deck here. So we've got the auto pretty generic. When this card attacks, draw one card. Awaken condition is when your life is 4 or less, or if you have 2 or more energy in Son Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks feature card, or red with EX Evolved in play, you may draw one card, switch up to one of your energy to active mode, add cards to your life until you have 6 left. On the Awaken side, we have the auto discard one red Saiyan card from your hand. When this card attacks, draw 2 cards, so there will be a cycle there, and you can feed those cards back from your drop. Active main once per turn. If you have 3 or more mono red energy, which is why we're going for a mono red build here, play up to 1 Son Goku, Vegeta, Trunks feature card, all red with an energy cost of 1 from your drop with its skills negated for the turn in rest mode. And at the end of your turn, place that card in your drop area. So there's a few ways to make sure that they stay out, but a little bit of a cycle. So you're discarding off your leader and then getting them back into play. Straight into the deck here. Krillin at the ready. Uh, Probably not a card that's in too many of these builds, but I think it's an interesting card, so I threw it in there as just a 3 of. Auto once per turn. If it's your opponent's turn, when your opponent plays a battle card with 15,000 power or more, look at up to 5 cards from the top of your deck, add up to 1 red Saiyan with an energy cost of 5 or less among them, add them to your hand, then shuffle your deck. So if you can keep a few of these out on the field, I know they're easily removed, but a lot of draw potential on your opponent's side. You can cycle through a lot of your deck. Getting into the main core, we have Vegeta at the ready. When this card is played, up to 1 Goku, Vegeta, or Trunks feature card, all red with an energy cost of 3 EX Evolve from your drop area to your hand. So again, feeding back from the drop. Active main limit 1. And these are pretty generic for all of these 1 drops. If your leader card is a red Son Goku, Vegeta, Trunks future card, and you have a Son Goku or Trunks feature in play, both red with EX Evolve, place a card from your hand in rest mode, and then place this card in the drop at the end of your turn. So you're going to see a lot of this active main popping up with these 1 drops here. The Trunks is when this card is played, draw 1, so a basic draw. Same sort of limit 1 there, but obviously swapping out if it's got a Son Goku or Vegeta, both red EX Evolve in play, then you get the skills off that one. And then going into the Goku, the auto is when this card is played, look up to 5 cards from the top of your deck, add up to 1 red Saiyan card with an energy cost of 4 or less among them to your hand, then shuffle your deck. So they're your basic 1 drop core. I did add a little bit of an older card from set 13. So just 2 of these: Super Saiyan Son Goku, Legend Personified. Unique auto when this card is played, draw 1, so you get that draw still. Active main bond 3 once per turn. If your opponent has 3 or more energy, this card gains plus 21,000 power until the start of your next main phase. So it becomes a 1 cost 25k beater. A little bit late game, so that's why I only put 2 in there. Going into our 3 cost now. So these are EX Evolved targets. So for 1 red energy on a Vegeta with an energy cost of 1, when this card is played by an evolved skill, draw 1 card and switch it to active mode. So when you're playing them in rest mode, they get to restand. Auto, when this card attacks, place it in its owner's drop area at the end of the turn. When this card is placed in the drop area by a skill, add up to 1 Goku or Trunks card, both red, energy cost of 3, EX Evolve from your drop area to your hand. Active main limit 1, if you have a Goku or Trunks card, both red with an energy cost of 3 and EX Evolve in play, play this card from your hand. Again, with the 3 drops, you'll see the same sort of active main across the other 2 as well. So going into the Trunks, Trunks has blocker. EX Evolve for 1 red energy onto a 1 cost. Auto, when this card is played by an evolved skill, draw 1 card, switches to active mode. Again, same auto there. And auto at the end of your turn switches card to active mode. So you're able to attack and then reactivate to get the blocker. Same active main for 1 energy. You get to play it if you have a Son Goku or Vegeta out with an energy cost of 3 or EX Evolve. Going into the Goku, evolves onto the 1 cost for 1 red energy. With the auto, when this card is played by Evolve, draw 1 card, switch it to active mode. Auto, when this card attacks, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and gets minus 15,000 power for the turn. And the same active main for 1 energy if you have a Vegeta or Trunks out. A little bit of removal with that Goku doing what red does, minusing battle card power. Does come with a counterplay this set with a limit 1. So counterplay limit 1, play this card. Permanent if your leader is a red Son Goku, Vegeta, or Trunks future card, and you have a red Saiyan with Evolve, and an energy cost of 3. Reduce this card's cost by 2, so it becomes a 1 cost. Auto, when this card is played, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, it gets minus 15,000 power. So 1 energy, minus 15k, not bad, and you get a 15k beater out of it. We go into our big special rare, and just want to point out the art on this card is absolutely amazing. It's a 30,000 power triple striker with barrier. Activating for 3 red energy. If your leader card is a red Saiyan card, you can choose 5 Son Gohan Youth, Vegeta, Trunks Future, Piccolo, and or Krillin cards already in your drop. Place this card, so play this card from your hand and place the chosen cards with this skill under it. So popping them underneath. 3 energy, triple striker, 30k. But wait, there's more. Active battle, limit 1. Place 5 cards from under this card in their owner's drop area. This card gets plus 10,000 power for the turn. Choose all your opponent's battle cards to get minus 20,000 power for the turn. And at the end of your turn, place this card in its owner's drop area and play up to 1 red Son Goku, energy cost of 1 for your drop. Not bad for 3 energy. You do lose the card, but a 30,000, sorry, will become 40,000 triple striker. Not a bad piece to have in your deck. We have the Super Saiyan Trio, the special rare version, because it looks extra spicy. We've got Super Saiyan Son Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks triple combination. Auto limit 1. Place 1 card from under this card in its owner's drop area. When this card attacks, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and gets minus 30,000 power for the turn. Again, red doing what red does. Activate for 1 red energy. Choose 1 red Saiyan card in your battle area and play this card from your hand. Place the chosen card under it. So 20,000, remove a card from underneath, minus 30k. I mean, it's not bad. Son Gohan Memories of the Cell game. So this is the new Son Gohan rarity. They decided to put a new rarity in with all these link arts, and they're actually not bad if you play them in their specified color. So has an auto, when this card is played, choose up to a total of 7 of your opponent's battle cards or unison. They get minus 10,000 power for the turn. Additionally, if you chose 5 or more cards with this skill, this card gets plus 10,000 power and double strike for the turn. So it becomes a 25k double striker. Auto for 1 red if your leader card is red. When this card is added to your Z energy, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards or unison cards and gets minus 15k power. I like it more for the active main battle. Limit 1. If your leader card is red or a master's teaching, so we're a red leader, your life is 4 or less, play this card from your hand. So getting into late game, which is why I've only put it as a 2 of, may even be able to go 3 of to make sure you're seeing it. They've got a wide board after you're at the point where you got 4 life, you minus 10k off 5 of their cards and it gains double strike. So if you're dealing with wide board states, it's really good. Very situational cards, so not necessarily always going to be good to play, but you've got a lot of other options there. Into our super combo, we're playing mono red, so we're playing 4 Raditz, bottom deck 1, draw 2. When you last 4 or less, plus 10,000 power. Secret rare, I put the God rare version because, again, it's spicy art. I really feel this is probably the best secret rare for the deck at the moment. We've got dual attack. If you've got sparking 25, not as worried about the dual attack, but ultimate deflect and triple strike. Active main, play it for 4 red energy, so tap 4, place card from your hand, and you may have one of your opponent's leader cards get minus 5,000 power for the turn. Really handy, especially when you got all of these sort of low to the ground cards, that it makes it a lot easier to put pressure on if you've got a wide board state, which this deck can go pretty wide with a lot of the 1 cost there. Active main, remove this card from the game, choose all of your opponent's battle cards and unison cards ignoring barrier, place them in the owner's drop area, and then place 1 card from your opponent's life in the drop. So you want to go in with all these low beaters. These 4,000s aren't going to be too good, but a lot easier to combo up with when your opponent's only 10,000 as opposed to if it's 15. But when you're swinging with a 19k, obviously very handy. They need to drop 2 cards or a super combo from their hand. And then hopefully burning their last life with the active main there. Now, last battle card here is Yamcha. It's now been limited to 1 with the new ban list. You guys know what this card does. You can activate it if you've got a unison with 2 or more markers out. Choose up 2 of your opponent's battle cards, minus 15k power. One of the best unisons for red. So we've got Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Powers Connection. When this card is played, look at up to 3 cards from the top of your add up to 1 red card among them to your hand and place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. Uptick for 2 markers, play 1 red card with an entry cost of 1 from your hand in rest mode. We've got a lot of 1 costs in this deck, and they're all going to draw your cards too. And -4 active battle. This card gets plus 15,000 power and double strike for the battle. Going into cards that work off our unison as well, outside of Yamcha, we have the other version of Yamcha, which is the extra card Wolfang Fist. Especially with all of the bans and things going on with red, probably one of the best cards to include in your deck, especially if you're running a unison, which you most likely are. Counterattack, if your leader card is mono red, choose one of the attacking battle cards. Or leader cards, ignoring barrier, gets minus 15,000 power for the battle, and then can activate for free if you have a unison out. 2 after image, you're going to have Sparking 5 most of the time, and I just feel like it's always a clutch card for me. Whenever I'm building red, it always comes in handy. I've put in 2 King Vegeta Imposing Presence. So a reminder on this card is if your leader card is a mono red Saiyan, you may choose the attacking battle card ignoring barrier, and it gets minus 10,000 power for the turn. Your opponent can't attack with cards for the turn unless they give the attacking card minus 5,000 power for the turn each time, and you can't activate copies of this card from your hand for the turn. And permanent, when your life is 3 or less, you can activate this card's counter skill from your hand without paying its energy cost and choosing 1 card in your hand and discarding it. We want to tap out a lot with red, and these free play cards are really spicy. So we've got the last card here, Testing the Opposition. You guys know what this card does. You take a life when your life is 5 or less and play a free blocker and negate the attack, or you can tap the 2 if you're going to leave 2 up and you don't want to put pressure on. Going into the Z deck now, so we have a Z leader card here. So Super Saiyan Son Goku United Onslaught has double strike for 1 red energy. Place up to 3 of your Z energy under your leader. Red Son Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks future cards. So it's specific for this leader. Auto, when this card attacks for each non-leader card under this card gets plus 10,000 power for the battle. So you're putting 3 cards underneath, hopefully. You plus 30k, so you're already 45k. And then auto place all non-leader cards from under this card in the owner's drop area. At the end of your turn, choose all your opponent's battle cards to get minus 10,000 power for the turn. For each card placed in the drop area by this skill, and remove this card from the game. I only put 1 in because I really think it's the sort of card you want to see once and then done. You're only really going to play this on your kill turn if you need the extra pressure. There is an extra card for this deck that's a 2 cost that gives you 30k power. I really don't think it's necessary, and tapping 2 for that card versus tapping 2 for a couple of other cards in this deck, I think you got more value elsewhere, so I haven't included it in this build. Best Z battle card in the game, and we've got Rush Attack Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, has Deflect. When this card attacks, choose up to 1 of your mono red cards with 5,000 combo power in your drop area combo with its skills negated for the turn. Additionally, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards or unison cards. It gets minus 15,000 power for the turn. And active main, once per turn, if you have 4 or more Z energy, switch this card to active mode and it gets plus 10,000 power, double strike, and barrier for the turn. Which this card is insane. How it doesn't have unique or limit 1 or anything, I don't know. But definitely, it's definitely the most powerful Z battle card in the game, in my opinion. And this card is designed for the deck as well. So 1 cost for 1 Z energy blocker, Son Gohan at the ready. Permanent, your red Saiyan cards with an energy cost of 3 and evolve gain blocker. Auto, at the end of your turn, choose up to 1 of your red Saiyan cards with evolve and switch it to active mode. Active main once per turn. If your leader card is a red Son Goku, Trunks, or Vegeta, during your opponent's next turn, when 1 of your red Saiyan cards with an energy cost of 3 and evolve is placed in your drop area, add it to your Z energy from your drop area. So that's the build that I've got for this deck. Again, let us know in the comment section if you would change anything about this build, if you like it. I think overall, I mean, red's been pretty aggressive lately. This is probably slightly toned down, but still has a lot of that red aggression and a lot of neg power. So I don't think it's going to be an easy deck to verse, but I think it'll be a little bit more balanced than what we've seen in some of the other decks lately. So still a lot of fun. Red doing what red does, negging power. Again, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Have a look at all of our deck builds for set 19, and we've got a whole bunch of other content on the channel. And we'll see you in the next one.